to the big park.
Huh?
They went to the playground. What you getting? You need to rest yourself.
Ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this
Check his phone. I sent you the stream.
Yeah, I know. I just looked at it too. I'm downstairs. He got my coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm drinking coffee, bro.
Hey, nothing wrong with it. Shit, coffee good for you. Coffee good for yourself. Hold up. That was a different league we made a trade in. I was going to cuss you out.
Who you about to play?
I'm playing Jay.
Damn, I'm in a fucking game. I would try to coach you through that shit, bro.
Yeah,
damn, I'm in a motherfucking game.
Oh, shit. What's wrong?
Shit. Cause I sure was gonna try to coach you through that shit.
No, you good. Hold on real quick. He gonna run that bitch. Alright.
They'll have
He's
two remaining
oh,
as we
coaching.
step aside here
Nigga.
in this first quarter.
He want to come out in the 4-3.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one way up, just shy of the 45 yards.
You get that one.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of
He
the
didn't
ball. I
stay
don't know what
with him.
happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to get this past the 50.
Spread them out. Spread them out. You want to spread them.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Big boy.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second down, here's Hurts. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Wow. Where was the safety?
The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
You ready for it? Look at it.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Running with Kamara. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Inches.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
There's Kamara trying to run for it.
Get out of here, Slim.
Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him.
Get out of here, Slim.
Making 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare.
Get out of
here,
One of the
Slim.
best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Fucking kidding me, son. Come on, man. This is not where I got the
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down. Here's Fournette. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fournette, a first down carry. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown.
God
And
damn.
it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Did my man just fucking
Marquise
what did he do?
Brown hitting double digits
Shit.
with his 10th touchdown of the season.
didn't
And the
miss these
Eagles
things.
add on to their lead. Lambeau to add
This
on
is
the
Marquise
extra
Brown.
point.
He was circled. And I put him on him. He was circled.
And
It's
it's
Marquise
good. And
Brown
they
and the
jumped out
inside.
to a
You
quick
gotta watch. You gotta watch
14-0
that.
first quarter lead.
14. Giants nothing.
That,
And
you gotta watch that
Lambeau
nigga
now
on the
after
fucking
touchdown.
inside.
He'll
Hey,
kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
at the 25-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
you need to put Goobin on the inside.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Out of bounds like shit.
Nicholson picks it.
They won't give it to me out of bounds.
So from the
That shit
36
in there,
now,
it was out of
1st and
bounds.
10. Fournette. And he'll be taken
Fuck,
down at
yo.
the 34.
Fournette, the ball
Just a
carrier.
yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
4-yard line. 1 yard.
14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Niggas just don't get open in time.
A shotgun give to Fournette. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along, as they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Fournette. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
He was taken down at
That
the
shit was
22.
nice job. Caught the ball in the air
rallying to the football,
and landed
getting him on
out
the
the
ground.
field.
I think the
That's
play
wild
gets
shit.
made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Get the fuck out of here, son.
He'll have a
That's
first
bullshit,
down
yo.
inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Darrington Evans, his second touchdown on the season.
That's
and
some
the
straight
Eagles
bullshit.
had 6 to their lead.
1 point after.
And it is now 21 to nothing.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Giants nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Shit ain't
The
working. I
Giants
gotta be down
offense
this
at the
fucking much
line,
and
ready
watch
to
them
begin
start
their
doing
next
shit.
drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early
Keep
on.
running.
So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
41.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
30-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Gun. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in...
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Out of the gun, Newton. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On first down, it's Newton. Forced out to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And he moved left there, Charles Little. Danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6th, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when they told him as a
I
kid,
need to
don't
stop
touch
this
the
nigga,
stuff,
man.
because
God
it might
damn,
be
I
hot.
gotta-
He touched it anyway. And this one, he got away with getting burned.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
I need a fucking stop. I gotta
The
get
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Get changed, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat for a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Shift. Back. Hey, check 24. Watch out. Check Nick.
On the run, it's Fournette.
Get the fuck out of here.
Right around the 47.
Look at that dumb shit.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Some teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Mike, 55.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
If I remember correctly, you said I run with him, he went straight back. He backed up some. I think he stayed underneath him.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
At the 44-yard line.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught.
He beat me over the top like shit with Brown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Hollywood.
He going straight up right there with Brown.
Touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And
I
Lambeau
cannot
now, after the touchdown,
fucking contain
he'll kick
Marquise
this one away.
Brown.
Taken about 7
What the fuck
yards
is
deep.
going on?
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
I think that's the wrong one. Hell, I swear, son, that shit is crazy.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points without it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton, man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. On first down, Newton. Flush to his right. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cheat
Play action, it's Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Marquise.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, Newton again. And he comes back with one complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver, comes down to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Look for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Gun. We own them. We own them. 31.
From the gun, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
This is Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Bullshit.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Under 10, 10, 25, check 25, check 25, check.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
56, right there, 56. Hey, check. Hey, smash. Drop 60.
Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
88.
Evan Ingram with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
I swear, yo, they
Extra
killing
point
me.
tacked on by Lambeau. And they open the lead up now to 25.
I didn't get rid of Cam.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
He switched up. He's starting to. I think he's starting to stay on cover. Tight end that fast. That's a tight end. You need I gotta take him out.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll get that to Fournette complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
That's just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. After 60. After 60. And turn it up. Check smash.
They'll run with Fournette.
Really, nobody getting over.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Eagles.
Right there. 56. Here we go. No. Off. Watch twins. Show it up. Watch.
Again, it's Fournette. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
4-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
56 to Mike. They can't hang with us. 17 Timberwolves. Out. 19 Lions. Street.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Roll it, and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Complete to number 81.
From 4 yards out, as his guys continue to pull it on.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Giants
Point
10.
after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Right here.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Monte Nicholson picks it. They will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Ain't nowhere to go. This shit fucked up. This shit fucked. This shit football.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right.
I need a fucking spread and single back
that
for
maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket.
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Kamara.
More,
this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Get up there as soon as they put their hands on them motherfucking
They'll come up with
get
a
your hands
second
on
and
them.
5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
It's tricky. Can you go over? You ain't going nowhere. Go to sleep. Can you go out? No, you can't.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
That's the end of the third.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them.
Hold your block, man.
They ride him down the stretch.
Stay on your block just for a second.
In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
That is a
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Newton.
It's that
His
nigga
pass is
right there. That's the
intercepted for the
problem.
4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they will finally
that hole
put it
right
into the
there.
return,
That's the
but
nigga
not
that sits
until he
right
takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
They
And
just
normally
sit
with this type
all
of a
day.
lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
A good run of 6 yards there, gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with 4
taking your
down.
time
Maybe a
for it. Don't
measure
hit
of
the nigga.
revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taylor Gabriel.
That moment I play on this shit is when he actually
season.
don't play
And
on
the
it.
Eagles take advantage of
Yo,
good field
play on
position
it.
on the
That's
turnover
wild
to
shit,
cash
man.
this one in.
Makes the score.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead.
So you can see how much
Now, after the
he
touchdown,
run
he'll
irritates.
kick this one away.
He's going to be in that single back. I wish I could sell about tight end.
Fielded in the end zone.
How the fuck does he come back
And
and
that
make
decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First down at their
The
own.
Giants
to find
offense
that
at the
at least.
line,
I
ready
need
to
to find
begin
that.
their next
See, I need to
drive.
find
And
that.
just
See
looking
what
ahead, it
that
would
is.
appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2
Oh,
weeks to chew
shit.
on this one.
You swing right over there,
They
Slim.
want to chew on a poor performance from start to finish. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
18-yard line.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Again, it's Kamara. Got some room at the 30. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Kamara. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I need straight up. I need straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Fuck with, fuck with.
A man who's been busy this afternoon is Kamara again. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Big series right here. You got to step it up. 30, where's the mic? Yeah. You don't want to. Joker. 8. Dude.
Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the ground, this is Kamara. He's got the first down here inside the 30.
Old catch.
Down to the 19-yard line.
I see something. You're right.
23
Run the
yards
fucking
on the
ball.
pickup there, and
I
a
just
first.
reached it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining
Right
in
in
the
the fucking
4th
middle.
quarter of what has been a
I
one-sided
see you
affair.
again, Jamie D.
So it's Giants
I see
football
you.
here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
I'll pick up a 2.
They'll run it with Kamara.
Come on, man. It's
Maybe a measure
bullshit.
of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Behind the line of
I
scrimmage.
think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late.
Too little, too late.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations. They're
Too
still
little,
fighting,
too
and they
late.
scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Nobody told you to touch it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far.
Get
and now they'll
on
try to
him.
polish things off in the fourth. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette.
Man, what are they doing? They've been doing that all game.
That time by B.J. Hill.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown.
Come on, man. That's the first time Brown has not beat the shit out of my man. That's crazy.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35.
Can't be denied, boy.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
56.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good.
17.
And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Come on, goddammit. Shit.
Josh Lambeau set to
Yeah,
kick
24
off.
seconds.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
See, I got a spread. I gotta have a spread. Gotta be.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Time left. Alert, alert. 3 down. 31's the mic. Watch the backer. 31's the mic. In your face. Gun. 31's the mic. Focus, defense, focus. 31's the mic.
Throwing again. Newton. Space to maneuver at the 40. Throwing left side, it's complete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Off play action. Newton. He's going to let it fly.
And he was pushing the shit out my man, Slim. Come on, man. That's that damn tight end.
Trey Waynes.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Look at that shit. Put the camera back on. That nigga was bumping his ass the whole way down the fucking field. Why they playing him? They weren't even throwing at him. Run.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. But first down, Hurts. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
Sit your ass there.
Today's final
Big
score,
offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defense